All right, my beautiful friends, how are you? Whose turn is it now? Oh, look, Sagittarius. Look, first card, Sagittarius. Wow. Okay, let's see what we got for Sagittarius for the third week of September. From the 15th to the 21st, I think. Yeah, more or less. Okay, so general reading, nice and simple, only the main information. We're not going to divulge into all kinds of different nuisances because this is a general reading, so it could possibly fit everyone. Perhaps there is a message for John, and there is a message for Mary, and then there's a message for Joe, and then there is a message for Erica, and so on and so forth. So, in other words, if you don't feel that the reading is speaking to you, it means that there are no changes for you guys for this week. Some people will find that the message speaks about them completely. Some people are going to find 10%, 50%, whatever it is. Once again, it is a general reading. If you need a personal reading, you know what to do. The information is in the description. Okay, so I keep it nice and simple. I do the cards for you the same way I do it for me. Every couple of days, I ask Sept, my spirit guide Sept, is there any messages for me? So this is the way I do my cards. Why would I want to do it any different for you guys? This is my present, what I'm dealing with here on planet Earth, my past, my future. In other words, where I'm coming from, where I'm heading. Then this card represents the overall spiritual path. In other words, the overall higher goal, direction, etc., etc. Let's start. Sagittarius. All right. So, we also look at 2 or 3 cards behind. All right. So, this card here is a card of stability and respect. However, as you can see, she's alone, right? So this is the kind of woman or the kind of queen or the kind of person, the kind of individual who is okay. They have pretty much everything they need. But on the other hand, they decided that that's all they need. They do have respect. They do have admiration. They do have people who want to go out with them, perhaps, not knowing if there is a king next to them or not. But she's the kind of queen, though, that doesn't really divulge much. She doesn't really talk very much. She doesn't really, share her secrets. So everyone might be thinking that she's okay, she's fine, she's got money, she's got everything. But nobody really knows whether that is the case or not. Now, it's interesting that the first 2 cards are Leos here. So you might have something to do with a Leo here. And here there is a knight going somewhere. In other words, it's almost as if there is a message that needs to go out. Because the truth of the matter is, this is what people see outside. This is what you feel inside. Nothing wrong with that. But the external appearance is not always what's really going on inside, okay? Now, that's the overall picture from the energy standpoint. Let's see what you are dealing with instead, materially speaking, on planet Earth. All right. So you are either wanting to start something new, erasing everything from before, from the past, or you want to reboot something from scratch again. This is a brand new beginning. This is a brand new, let's try again, or I'm going to try again, or I'm going to throw everything away and I'm going to reinvent myself. It's also the card of travel. It's the card of taking chances. It's the card of adventure. It's the card of, let's just pack up one bag and see what happens. I'm not going to plan anything. And this is true for Sagittarius, very adventurous, very free-spirited. You guys are able to go anywhere without planning anything. Just let's see what happens. So let's see what else we can determine what's going on here with you guys. A toxic relationship. The Death card. Exploring. You're good. Waiting on someone. And very tired inside. And here we have a gift. A gift could be an inheritance. It could be a pay raise. It could be the sale of a house. It could be anything. So let's talk about this right now. So it looks like you are involved in a toxic relationship. A relationship which is mostly, it's one of those relationships which you cannot do with or without. Now, it looks to me like you have decided to kill this completely and look elsewhere. I think that's a very good idea because only then you can free yourself up and have a brand new beginning on your own, something new. You see, you got this 0 here. So 0 is you looking to start from clean slate. But in order to start clean slate, you must kill. I don't mean kill, for God's sakes. I mean kill, spiritually speaking. Whatever you got going on with the past, any residual feelings or altercations or anything you share, you need to completely kill it completely. Like if you got any pictures, if you got any messages, if you got any memories, just kill it. Only then can the sun come up again for you. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel light. You're going to feel, finally, I am free. Because until now, you've been tied to something which it just doesn't work. It was on and off, on and off. You see, as I always say, this two fellows here, this boy and girl, they seem chained to each other, like we need each other, we can't let go of each other. But the truth of the matter is that their hands are free, so they could very easily just remove the chains and free themselves up. So now, once you do that, you're going to be able to plan, you're going to be able to be free to start anything or nothing at all as you wish. Now, this card here tells me that you are going to be alone, although you might have a lot of offers, but you simply are going to turn your back to them and say, I am good. I'm okay the way I am. Now, some of you will decide to go it alone. And, a lot of people, they go to 50, 60, who knows, even a lifetime without ever being with anyone. Is anything wrong with that? Yes and no. It's your choice. I mean, we are meant to be with other people. We are meant to experience the joy of relationship and family. That is an experience that we're meant to have, but it's not a must. It looks like though you are waiting on someone here. It looks like although you're going to be okay on your own, and you're going to take this weight off of you, this heavy feeling, because you see, this is a very heavy feeling. But over here, once you free yourself up and you become free, it looks like, see, this is you looking outside. So you're waiting for someone, you're waiting for something to show up. And when you really think about it, this is the power couple right here. So perhaps this is a couple which was never meant to be, and you decide to stay alone because you see they're distant from one another. But perhaps if this represents you, perhaps this is the king that you were meant to have, but whether you're going to have or not, that we don't know. Like I said, some of you is going to say, screw being alone. I don't want to be alone. Why should I be alone? I'm going to find my person and I'm going to be with them. But some of you instead going to say, no, it's okay. I'm going to be alone and it's fine. Regardless, it is your decision. But the one thing I can tell you is you need some rest. You need some rest, otherwise you're going to get sick. You're not sleeping enough. You're not looking after yourself physically. You're not exercising. You're not going for walks. You're not going. And I guess, see, that is the, what do you call it? The negative side of being alone. When you're alone, all you do is watch TV and lay down and do not much, right? When you have someone with you, you become alive. You're going to go for walks. You're going to go out for coffee. You're going to go for a drive, or let's go for an ice cream. Let's go for a trip. There's so much you can do. When you're not with someone you love and someone you want to share your time and your life with, you become tired. You lose the excitement and you really don't want to do anything. You just want to work and that's it. So that's your situation that you're dealing with. And that is, I can see that some people are going to choose the one way and some people are going to choose the other way. The one thing I know though you have to do is you have to kill anything from the past. You have to close it completely. Like close it completely. Okay? So that's what you're dealing with. Now, let's look at your immediate past. Immediate past. Okay, so this is you, justice and work. Okay, you haven't been looking for much. The only thing you've been doing the last few months is, this is very simple, kind of settle down, kind of, justice, fairness, give me what's mine, I give you what's yours. Leaving me alone, I leave you alone. You've been working, putting money aside. You're kind of worried about that. It seems to me that it's always like, yeah, you're working, you're making money, but you're worried about your future, like later on, 10 years, 20 years down the road. So you're trying to save some money. And in the meantime, you're working. Maybe you're traveling a little bit, but not much. But most of all, you're looking for justice. You're looking for fairness. So pretty simple way to interpret the last few months. Now let's look at the next few months. So next few months, we have an end and a start. This is the completion circle, meaning whatever you've been dealing with has to be complete in order to have a brand new reboot. See, this is why we have a 0 here. And this is, if you look at this, it's 0 again. Now, when you're 0, of course, meaning clean slate, you're going to have to make a choice. And the choice is right here. See, you need to make a choice right here. So you have several possibilities. You might have this fellow and the other fellow and the other fellow, or nobody, or whatever. You have several possibilities, but you're going to have to decide whether it's this way or the other way. Now you're looking for enlightenment. You're going to be looking for guidance. And you might be talking to some people, whether spiritually or whether energetically or whether someone on the internet. I mean, I do this a lot. I counsel a lot of people, minimum 2, 3, 4 each and every day. I start at 6:30 in the morning and from all over the world. So you are going to be looking for guidance. You're going to need to talk to someone whom you trust for higher guidance. It looks like you're going to need that, okay? Now, some of you are actually going to get married because this is also a religious figure. So this is also, and as you can see, there is 2 people here. It doesn't mean whether they're men or women. 2 people in front of a religious figure could mean a marriage. Now, let me dig a little bit deeper and see what else. We can find out about this Sagittarius. So again, your immediate past, nothing major, just been working. It looks like you want stability. But the idea I get though is while people think you're okay, on the outside you look okay, everything is good. On the inside, you're actually not happy. You're not happy inside. Okay? So let me see what else we can find out about this. So again, fairness, justice, this is you, and this is you. So you might be moving. You might be moving. This is you and this is you. You're definitely looking for guidance from above. You're going to be able to pay your debts. If the people owe you money, you're going to get it. If you owe money, you're going to pay it off. I think you might receive some kind of inheritance or some kind of gift. Maybe this card is there for a reason after all. I hope not, but of course, that's the death card, so who knows? So it looks like you're going to have something to do with a lawyer because I see justice twice here. Again, hopefully it's all good and hopefully it's all in your favor, but it's going to be fair. And it looks like you might be moving. Perhaps you're getting a bigger place. Perhaps you're buying your house. Maybe you're moving to another city, another country. Who knows? But this is the card of physical move. So, final message. Final message, Sagittarius. Signs you might be dealing with. I'm only going to give you the main ones. So we have Leo over here. We have Virgo, Taurus, yourself, Aries, Libra, Leo, Scorpio. All right. Let's see. Final message from Sept. You're definitely going places. Okay, so here we have a Leo again. So it looks like you want to manifest something. I believe that once you reach this point of clean slate, you're going to want to manifest something, okay? You're going to want to manifest something to replace the emptiness. You're looking or you're waiting for somebody here, but in the meantime, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay regardless. Whether you're with or without someone, you're going to be okay regardless. But it looks like once you clean slate, you're going to be waiting for someone and you're going to try and manifest it. So you're going to manifest something, okay? All right. Now, love message for Sagittarius. Love message for Sagittarius. Engagements. That's good. So you might get engaged very soon. Congratulations. Engagement very soon. Beautiful. All right. Let's look now at any last messages, and then we're going to look at your yes or no answer. I'm going to pull a coin. Okay, Sagittarius? Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2. Message is, it was my fault, but I blamed you. And the oracle is karmics, third parties, haters, lesson learned. So, interesting. So there might be some karmic issues that you need to clear for whatever reason. You know, I believe that this is a karmic card right here. This card right here is karmic. You know, you're gonna have to take over. You're gonna have to take care of that. You know, you're gonna have to raise above and have the courage and the strength to clean it up. Simple as that. Okay, good. Now, let's look at your coin. Think of your question, Sagittarius. The answer is yes. There you go. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you need anything, the address is at the bottom. God bless you. See you soon.